me some sound over here.
You are a part of the Ace and TJ radio family.
Go.
This is launch control.
Let's synchronize, shall we?
Ace, TJ, Riggins, Alexis, Tech D-Rob.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Live from the Calitrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
You know, so many things pop up around the members of this show that are surprising. I mean, we are a dysfunctional yet well-rounded group. I don't know, Riggins, did you want to talk about this later and shine more of a spotlight on what we just found out about the Tech D-Rob?
No, go ahead. I think it's funny.
So Riggins comes in. He's got all the information on what's the new trends about to happen. And he mentioned this this water bottle. And he said the hot water bottle. At first I thought he meant like a hot water bottle that our grandparents used to put on sore muscles and stuff. But you meant hot as in the trend. It's popular. And he said the name of it. Stanley is out. This is the new in. And Rob pipes up from the other room. Well, that's what mine is, and I've had it for a long time.
Yeah, I'm looking up when I bought mine so I can tell you how long I've been on this.
So look at that. Trendsetter.
I found this out on Glamour, which I subscribe to.
Yeah, of course.
But I love the title. It said, "This new status water bottle is coming for your Stanley." It's coming for it. You better chill out. You better look out. It's coming for your Stanley. And it said this cup. I never heard of it before, but Rob's like, I've had that for years.
October of 2021 is how long I've had it.
Look at you. Look at you.
Look at you go. Oh my God. Paris Hilton.
Yeah. I mean, he scooped those Kardashians on that one, and the Genters.
Ariana Robb.
But, you know, one of my son's friends, she told him yesterday, just out of the blue, I'm ashamed to carry my Stanley now because
it's full shame.
Like it's like everybody's got it, and it's like all these. And I'm seeing these older women walking around with these old women, and just it's embarrassing.
Yeah, Meredith has one, so that's how you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's out.
Yep.
Meredith has it. That's nice. Yeah. That's real
Meredith
nice.
has it. It's outdated. Yeah. We've moved past it.
Love that, Rob. A nice thing to say about the love of your life.
Well, she's also trying to get lead poisoning apparently because that's in them too now.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Let's don't.
I think they've admitted that it has it though, haven't they?
It has lead poisoning in it?
No.
Okay, you said lead poisoning.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. It could if you destroy it is what they say.
Maybe, possibly. Could.
It's made with lead poison.
I mean,
let's move away from this conversation if we could.
That entire company was built on lead poisoning.
That's right.
That was their mission statement.
Poison all the lead.
Let's find out what's trending.
It's not the news, it's more important. Now trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ show.
That was funny. This is a crazy story. There was a racehorse that had tested positive for meth. Did you guys see this?
Yeah, I saw that.
Racehorse tested positive for meth after winning its race in Ohio. Now, and I think it won a couple $1,000s. Now PETA wants the horse rider banned for life, which normally I'm against what PETA's doing. I think they're pretty much if you give a horse meth, I think you probably should be banned.
And I think that's kind of what happens. That's that you get banned for doing these types of things.
Yeah, but on principle, you can't ban the person
just because
PETA said it. Yeah, you can't give them anything. It's worth more in the long run to let the meth person continue to do opposite of what PETA does, even when they're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
you pretty much give them an inch.
I think you pretty much get banned for life for this type of thing, though.
The horse,
he should quit.
Yeah,
not ban. You didn't ban me. I quit.
You can't ban me.
Yeah, so there you go, PETA.
I'll never ride a horse again.
I thought that was the same story because I saw another one that talked about a horse being rescued from a tree. I thought, well, that must be that meth horse. But the one that was in the tree was in Indiana. It got stuck up there somehow or another.
How?
I didn't see the full story. It was a crawler thing.
That's a big.
But they had to cut the tree down. Now, you talk about two crazy environmentalist groups butting heads with each other. The animal rights people save the horse, and then the other ones, those crazy lunatic tree huggers, Don't you cut down that tree.
We got to get our horse down. Well, you can't cut down the tree.
Do it without cutting down the tree.
Get a cherry picker.
Get a net.
Well, this horse was an 8-year-old bay gelding, and it submitted to a blood test after winning on September 3rd, and it tested positive for D-methamphetamine.
Wow. It's like you had to, talk the horse into getting the blood test. Hey, he submitted to the blood test voluntarily.
Well,
the horse did.
They referred to them after winning. A racehorse tested positive after winning their race. So I think, did they talk to these people like the rider and the horse as one person, one?
Maybe the team,
maybe
the owner and the team.
You get the owner, trainer, all that is involved.
So like
maybe
Guardy's
team,
Legacy is the name of the group, the package.
Maybe that's how they refer to it. I don't know.
Little man, he's like, I'm not giving you no blood.
Or maybe they didn't want to offend the horse and assume its gender.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
That's more believable, I think.
Yeah. So yesterday they said Adele's going to have a big announcement today. And I was like, oh my gosh, another album already? That's pretty unusual for Adele. But she just announced more tour dates. Like she's leaving her Las Vegas residency and actually doing a mini tour. So that was pretty disappointing because none of those dates are here in the United States.
Did she cuss in her press conference?
She didn't.
Her press release.
She didn't.
Yeah, so what was it? November of 2021, the last time she put out an album.
Yeah, so
It's been
years.
2.5 years.
Yeah, and she puts them out, on her birthdays and things like that, which is so cool. I think that's like the coolest way to release albums. But she even said on stage, it's going to be a while before I put out another album. So this release was the announcement was a little bit of a mystery.
Yeah.
And then there was a story out yesterday. Justin Timberlake was on Kelly Clarkson's show, and she had to ask him. She's like, Well, here's how it went. He was talking about himself being a studio rat. That's what he said. I just love being in the studio, and I grew up in the industry, and I learned how to do harmonies with the guys, referring to NSYNC, and the audience went, woo! Yeah. And so Kelly says, well, I have to ask, is there anything happening with NSYNC? He goes, yeah, we'll see. We've been in the studio. So then this story was everywhere that NSYNC music is coming. Well, it turns out that NSYNC was in the studio together, but they were just recording backing vocals for his new album. So I guess technically it's NSYNC music, but not really. Just doing backing vocals on his album.
That's kind of messed up, though, that he presents that as if maybe something's coming, but that's all promotion for his new album.
I guess it, and I'm sure it'll say featuring.
I'm sure, and it's cool that they would do that they all showed up. He's like, hey, y'all want to do this? And they're like, yeah, let's help him out.
The story is that they were in the studio already to record that song for the Trolls movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I guess it sounds like somebody from his management was like, hey, since you guys are here, Justin's got a full schedule. So if you want to hop over to this studio and help me.
In other words, Justin needs that kind of help now.
I think so.
Sure.
He's trying to remind people like, hey, you loved me at one point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Despite all these things that have happened with Britney Spears in the last year and Janet Jackson, obviously, but you guys loved me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come across as likable as possible because I want to go back out on tour and sell albums, which I understand. He's like doing the whole thing. And it turns out he's great on those talk shows. And he's great on SNL. So
yeah, he's very talented, multi-talented.
Yeah. So it's going to work out in his favor.
I thought the second song he did the other night was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With
The
rapper?
I don't know why he didn't release that as the first single instead of that mid-tempo song. I thought the second song was excellent.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if it translates. But the language on the internet is still like very anti-Justin. We don't want it. We don't care. Up. So we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. But those are a few things that are now trending.
There is something that has just begun happening within my home. And I have decided that my wife and I must agree to disagree on this. Now, it's possible I'm a little bit right and she's a little bit right. I will admit that's a possibility. But as I told her, agree to disagree. I'll give you the situation, see what you think next.
Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern. Live on the Ace and TJ Family app or download anytime wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ coming up.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is Natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
It's more than regular funny. It's extra funny. The Extra Funny podcast is live every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Ace and TJ Family app and available anytime where you get podcasts. Now, more Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Hey, if you're doing dry January, congratulations. That ends tomorrow. Why'd you shake your head, Riggins? Not doing dry January?
No.
Yeah. I thought it was a good idea. I thought, like, after the 4th, after my anniversary, then I'll start. Yeah. I drank a bottle of wine by myself last night, so that didn't work out.
Still on that dead end road, are you?
I gotta get it together, man. I gotta get it together now.
And you're just trying to get your antioxidants.
Right. Right.
Was red wine, you say?
No, it was white wine.
Oh,
white
sorry,
wine.
sister.
It was just in the house. It was already in the house. So
You bought it.
For your
well, I
wife.
didn't buy it. My wife bought it. It was just
For her.
it was there. It was already in there.
I don't know why. It's not really in the wine world, but I consider white wine to be feminine.
Well,
I don't know why.
But it's cold. I like cold beverages, so it's cold, and it was already in the house. So.
Just like I consider all Yorkies to be girls.
Yeah.
They all just look like girls.
I love the reasoning. It's in the house. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so is
cold,
Drano.
but
You're not drinking that.
But I mean, red wine is warm, and white wine it's already in the house, and you don't chill red wine, right?
Yeah, but a lot of people drink one in the winter and one in the summer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I just like it cold all the time.
Yeah.
Because my house is warm, baby.
Hey, it's just like apple juice that relaxes you.
Thank you. Yes. I love that. It's like apple juice that relaxes you. By the way, a dietitian did point out if you're looking for something healthy to drink, it says hard seltzers are usually sparkling water and a clear liquor like tequila or vodka. Just get the ones with no added sugar is probably the best. That red wine, because it has antioxidants, and Bloody Marys. So here's what's happening in my house.
Because it comes with celery.
Yeah. Salad. So this morning, I texted my wife, and I said, well, hang on, let me scroll back here to get the text. I said, Dax is our 7-month-old, just so you know. I said, Dax did so great last night because he didn't sleep good the night before. I said, Dax did so great last night. I hope you're able to get some rest, and you're looking forward to a great day. I love you. Here's her response. I think I'm getting sick. Then she did respond and said, I love you too. Have a good morning. So I said, what do you mean sick? Like a cold? She said, yes. How else would I mean that? I'm not asking for attitude. I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
Yeah, it could have been diarrhea.
Yeah. And I said, well, wait, hang on. I said, at least, do you need me to bring you anything before the show starts? At least get yourself some Dayquil this morning. Here's her response. And here's where the controversy begins. And I know she has believed this always. Medicine triggers full sickness, so I won't take anything. What? I'll take an emergency. And I said, LOL, you know I'm talking about this on the air. She goes, sure, but it's true. I said, agree to disagree. She goes, medicine and vaccines trigger illness further if it's not full blown yet. Okay, well, try to rest. Agree to disagree.
I didn't know she was a doctor.
Yeah. She's always believed that if you, like, I'll say, I need to take some medicine. That's just going to make it worse, which makes no sense to me at all.
Vaccines and medicines are different in that, if you're going to think of it that way, because much can be said about vaccines. Actually, have to give you what it is that you're
Right.
trying to build the immunity to,
And
like a flu shot can give you the symptoms of the flu for a little bit.
that's part of it. And
Right.
they say the shingles vaccine makes you feel terrible for a couple
Yeah.
days because it's injecting you with what your body doesn't want. But I don't know. It's just like okay. Medicine triggers full sickness, so I won't take anything. LOL.
I wonder where she got that.
She's always believed that it's people who take a lot of medicine get sick more often.
That's the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard in my life.
I know, Rob. I'm just saying.
Well, what I guess she has to be full on, like sick to get medicine then, because it's not going to make it worse.
Yeah.
When does she reach the point where medicine is taken?
I don't know, but to be fair, I can't ever remember her being sick.
Yeah.
Maybe like a runny nose or something like that. But I don't remember a time in the, almost 7 years that I've known her. Is that been long? Yeah. 6 years. I can't remember a time that she was ever like, oh, I'm so sick today.
Mm-hmm. I don't get as sick like I used to. I used to get sick twice a year. I get walking pneumonia and stuff, and I don't anymore. And I attribute that to, basically like when I fly, I have to take an extra carry-on bag full of medicine. I mean, I'm so doped up all the time. It's not even funny.
Well,
I could be sick. I just don't know
right.
because I'm out of my head.
So just be aware, medicine triggers illness.
Yeah,
So if
and
you're-
food triggers hunger.
Exactly. That's pretty much it.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Okay. There's some things you might find interesting today. One involves the oldest person in America who's not the oldest. There's craziest stories ever. And if you're looking to make a Taylor Swift TikTok or a Drake TikTok, why, you better get on it because that could be going away. Next, hang on.
Get Ace and TJ anytime, anywhere, at your convenience with the Ace and TJ Show podcast. Available wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ is next.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston. When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. This one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today. New year, new you. Kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle by joining the Gaston County Family YMCA today. Family-friendly fun, expert trainers, and a welcoming community await. Make 2024 your healthiest year yet. Visit GastonYMCA.org for more info.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show from the Calotren Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
Look, we all want to be rewarded. Everybody wants to be rewarded for their time, for their effort, just for listening to the Ace and TJ show. You can be rewarded if you're a member of Ace TJ Prime. It's free. You get rewarded with all kinds of prizes. In the past week or so, we've given away cash and gift certificates and Ace and TJ merch and all kinds of cool stuff and fun stuff. So, acetj.com/prime is where you get signed up for Ace TJ Prime. That's how you get, when we do these events that we give people advance notice of, you get the first shot at being a part of that and much more. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming to acetj.com/prime to get signed up. There's some random things that I think are pretty cool and interesting. Some things you might be interested in. There's a story today that makes me so happy when things work out. I just think this is such a great story to share. A little piece of good news. There's a lady in Arizona. Her name is Jolie Sanders. And she recently tried to donate a kidney to her brother, Frank. Unfortunately, she wasn't a match. But she thought about it and said, you know what? I was going to save my brother's life, so I could do that for somebody else. There's got to be somebody that I match with. So she decided, she was going to give her kidney to whoever she matches with. Here's where the story gets wild. She matched with a guy in Chicago named Tony Gonzalez. And it turned out Tony's wife, Tracy, had tried to match with Tony, but she wasn't a match. Guess who she was a match for? Jolie's brother, Frank.
Whoa.
Yeah. So she said, I'll donate Frank a kidney. The men both just got the kidneys they needed. They met for the first time on a very emotional video chat last week. But what an unbelievable story. Well, it's like my friend Eddie Z, who had to have a kidney transplant, kidney transplant. And everybody got tested and nobody matched. And turns out his girlfriend was the match. Now his wife was the match. Mm-hmm. If you like making TikToks with Drake music or Taylor Swift music, that could end today. Universal Music Group, who has Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Drake, they say they're going to pull their song catalog today. They cannot come to what they call a fair licensing deal with TikTok in regards to artists' pay and protecting artists from AI and online safety for users. So they posted an open letter, and it looks like today those artists, and a lot more, will come down from TikTok and you won't be able to find them anymore unless they reach some type of last-minute deal today.
Yikes.
Yeah, so you lose all. And Universal also added, look, this is about 1% of our revenue every year, so we don't really care. Like, 1% of this billion-dollar company or whatever comes from TikTok, so we're fine. If TikTok goes away, it's one less hassle we have in our lives.
One less bell to answer.
Yeah. Look, and I know everybody's like, well, I'm sick of hearing about Taylor Swift, but I find Super Bowl prop bets to be very entertaining. Some Taylor Swift, not the game itself or the score, but things like, will the opening kickoff be run back for a touchdown? Will there be an onside kick in the game? Will they show someone in the stands with a turquoise hat? That kind of thing. Just these weird things. Here are some Super Bowl prop bets relating to Taylor Swift that are being offered right now. Number one, will Taylor Swift be shown during the national anthem? They say there's a 66.67% chance that they will show Taylor Swift during the anthem.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
I think that would be terrible if they did that.
They show everybody else on the field
kinda
and in the
pan around,
stands.
Yeah, but let's cover the players and let's give some respect to Reba McEntire, who's performing the anthem. I don't know, showing other artists while someone's performing the anthem, or if Post Malone while he's performing America the Beautiful. What's Taylor Swift think of this performance right now? I mean, come on.
I want to know that. And quite frankly, I don't want to see Post Malone. I'd rather be looking at Taylor Swift or Reba.
Let's see. Will the MVP of the game mention Taylor Swift? So there's just about a 22% chance of that happening because it would almost have to be Travis Kelce as the MVP. And he has the fourth best odds to be the MVP right now.
I wonder if you can bet as to whether or not the head coach Andy Reid will mention her in the post-game awards. because he talks about her a lot. He's full board. I don't know whether he's being sarcasm a little bit or just playing along.
Yeah.
But I think he would say it before anybody else would.
That's interesting.
Will Travis Kelce propose to Taylor Swift after the game?
Oh my God.
That's about 8% chance of that happening.
That'd be crazy.
And what people say mainly because he's not going to propose after a loss, and the Kansas City Chiefs are the underdog going into the Super Bowl.
And hopefully he wouldn't propose and take the attention away from the team and just put it all on himself.
And
I mean, at least now he's not taking any attention away from the team as much as he would if he said, all right, this is all about public proposals are like that anyway.
Yeah.
Look, this is about me, so surely he wouldn't do that.
I would hope not. But remember, they've only been dating since July, so everybody's slowed down. I think they first went out in July for the first time. So,
and everybody's assuming they're going to win.
Yeah, that's one of the things they said was because they're the underdog. It's that's why the bet is even more unlikely.
First time ever I'm rooting for the 49ers because Christian McCaffrey beat all the odds, and he does a great job.
But I did see something yesterday that did make me stop and think. Now, it wouldn't affect me in my life because my baby is a male, and my daughter would be 24 right now, so it wouldn't have any kind of an impact on me and my life. But I saw something about the NFL and Taylor Swift and what it might mean to daughters, and I'm curious to get everybody's thoughts. Next.
Missed part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culvers. It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/Neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
When you need furniture for your house, it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. That's why the great team of designers they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture can help you throughout the process. Whether you're looking for a comfortable mattress, probably the most comfortable you've ever been on, bedroom furniture, living room furniture, it is all fantastic at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and that family-owned and operated business can help you like no other. Go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
We're sick of it. We don't want to know about it. We don't want to hear any more about it, but we can't stop talking about it. I don't know. It's that dilemma of Taylor Swift. But I saw this yesterday and thought maybe there's something to this. Maybe it's an interesting point. Online, someone had posted on Reddit, your daughters are watching you hate Taylor Swift for supporting her boyfriend. and hearing you complain about her taking 60 seconds out of a 3-hour game. What they hear is, be smaller, be less. And I thought, I don't agree with that.
Well, that's what I've been saying.
Yeah. I think we're overplaying it just a little bit. But they went on to say, you know, people complaining about them showing Taylor Swift. And as I've said many times, it's not her fault. She's the most famous female on planet Earth at the moment.
Maybe the most famous person.
Maybe the most famous person on planet Earth. This person when they posted went on to
Trump's
say
more famous.
I would like to find out. I bet they're. I would like to know.
I think she might be more famous than.
Not worldwide. I mean, you go into
think so.
Remote villages in Africa and stuff. They know who Trump is.
But their point here is that it's not, as we've said, it's not her fault. It's the NFL exploiting the situation, trying to make money. But this person went on to say, when Brock Purdy of the 49ers throws a touchdown pass, they don't show his wife every time, or girlfriend or whatever. Then the person put, they don't show Christian McCaffrey's girlfriend. They do, because his girlfriend is famous. I've seen her. She's
it's not really a good comparison.
Not as much as Taylor Swift. Blah blah blah. And their point was, this person went on to say, we're sending the message that their significant others aren't famous enough. Hey, too bad. That's just the way life works. When somebody's super famous is involved in the show, but the constant complaining about Taylor Swift, is that sending a bad message to females? I would disagree and think they're making too big a deal about it. And I don't see a lot of dads when the game is on yelling, they're going to show Taylor Swift again. I don't think their daughter the daughter is getting a negative message from that. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, my daughter knows it's ridiculous. I've made sure to raise her properly, to know what is ridiculous and what isn't, and what is attempted manipulation by feminists to take over her life. So she knows the difference, and she knows that y'all are full of crap. Yeah.
I mean, this is
like I said, she's been raised right. Now, you may not have been. If you sit around and you're thinking, I got to save these young girls, go find something else to do. You're trying to corner the market on victimhood. Stop.
But if you are I do not understand the griping about it when they show her. Big deal. I think it's kind of fun. Good for them. And clearly, the NFL is trying to exploit this and take advantage of it. But I have no problem with that either. This got dropped into their laps. Okay. The network says, hey, people are tuning in to see Taylor Swift shown. We're going to give them what they're looking for. I have no problem with any of it in reality.
But I think the people who are protesting this with outbursts and whatever they're talking about, saying negative things about Taylor Swift or being mad about it, it's because they're not able to put into words and express a good point as to what they really mean, which is that football has gone from being the roughest, toughest, coolest sport in the world to being soft and all about show business. And choreography and red carpets and all of that kind of stuff. That's what they're upset about. They just may not know how to verbalize it.
Or is the NFL just trying to? Are they just doing good marketing?
No.
Like, hey, we got to reach a new audience. We're going to expand. We continue to make billions and billions of dollars by expanding and picking up. We're picking up more female fans. We're finding new ways to market and make money off of clothing apparel and that kind of stuff. Is it just smart marketing?
Well, it is, unless what you're doing is changing your company to go against what your core customer has always expected from you. What is the Abercrombie and Fitch used to be a store that sold sailing apparel for men and women who went out on yachts and things like that. But then they changed their company and started targeting teenagers, and it became what it was in the early 2000s when it was so big. Well, that's what the NFL's doing. They're just changing football, changing the NFL into being an entertainment gossip type program, attracting more women and people who don't know as much about the game. So the hard, toughness of the game is no longer there. Now, all it is the NFL has a right to change who they're going to cater to.
Yeah.
But the people who love real football and the way it was that's why they're upset to see Taylor Swift as the main attraction. during a regular Sunday football game.
See, I just don't think she's the main attraction. And they're still doing over 55 million people watch both of those games. So nobody's tuning it out.
Well, I've been tuning the NFL out more and more for political reasons, and this is one of them because they're soft. It's like trying to watch Entertainment Tonight or the Golden Globes.
Their ratings are blowing up.
Yeah.
So, Riggins, what's next and now trending?
So many things. We'll cover some. No, I'm just kidding. A little Taylor stuff, a little bit of Taylor. I'll be honest, a couple of Taylor things, but some really big things you need to know about coming up in Now Trending.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.